Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lee the Evil Wizard. Welcome. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at the very first plugin from Loudstakk. This is TRVE Rig. So let's check this out. So yeah, full disclosure before we get into the main meat and potatoes of the video. This was sent to me by Ron over at Loudstakk. As you know, or some of you may know, I am a Loudstakk artist, but Ron just sends me these products as he did with his old company. He doesn't ask to see the video. He doesn't say, I want you to say X, Y, and Z. He just says, here you go. Here's a product. Test it out, give me your thoughts, do a video on it. So he will see this the same time you guys will. Anyway, let's dive down into Studio Pro. It's still getting a bit weird saying that. And we'll take a look at it. So this is the plugin itself. It's an amp sim. It's called TRVE Rig. Now, this is built on the NAM platform, the Neural Amp Modeler, but unlike the NAM, there's no options to have different amps and IRs. These are tones, presets, if you will, to get your ideas down quick. No messing about, no tweaking. Here's a sound for XYZ type of sound or XYZ style of band, and bosh. Off you go, get right to your riffs. Let's get my goggles on. So, nice simple layout, that's what we like to see. Not too much to fiddle about with, so you've got all your presets down here, and as you can see, there's quite a few, and these are just in the rhythm section. You've got all your lead ones in there as well. There's your rhythm, you've got a bunch of clean ones, and there's some bass ones as well, which I did use this on both the guitars and the bass in that track. I'll show you what bass ones we've got in a minute. But for this track, I used this Caught Somewhere in the Sea of Madness, which, if you're an old fogey like me, you should have an idea what that sounds like. And I will plug a fiddle in a short little while, and we'll take a listen to it. Yes, I did. I thought I'd go for something a bit different this time. Rather than go for the typical chuggy, let's go for a bit of a different sound. And as you know, I'm a big Maiden fan. That caught my eye. We'll have that one, we says. But even though you can't change the amp and cabs, you can obviously tweak the EQ. So on the top there, you've got your input, outputs, gates, 3-band EQ. And like I say, you've got an output, you've got an info button there, gives you all the information you need. So you've got all your presets there, but you can just flick between them going up there as well. And as you can see, as you're going through, the EQ is changing on the amp as well. But yeah, like I say, you've got all sorts. You've got sort of modern day sort of metal rhythms. You've got some doomy fuzz, And then we've got some classic stuff like The Caught Somewhere in Time, Chuck's Zero Tolerance. I think we know what that one is. That's a bit of a death sound. See some more fuzzy stuff in there, some hardcore stuff. Ron, sort of me and Ron, we do like same sort of similar sort of stuff. So we've got some hardcore stuff in there as well, which is pretty cool because I am working on some stuff that might come in handy for actually. I've been working on a couple of riffs. You've got Symphony of Destruction, Symphonic Black Metal, so you've got all sorts in there. So in your leads, you've got same again. You've got that Caught Somewhere. You've got that Caught Somewhere in the Sea of Madness, but this is the lead version. And as you can see at the bottom there, it does tell you what was used. Now, if you look on the Loudstakk website, it gives you the full list for every preset of what gear was used, what microphone was used, etc., etc. On the plugin itself, you just get a basic rundown. And like I say, you've got some cleans in there as well, and the bass. So let's have a look at what I've got going off on the bass, and then we'll plug a fiddle in and take a look at that. So the main tone on the bass is this chorus flange ambient bass. And on the secondary bass there, I've got this classic metal bass drive. So I'm using this for that more sort of grindy, sort of mid-range tone. And together, they sound a bit like this. That sort of grindy, sort of distorted mid-range sound sort of helps it cut through in a mix, and especially on smaller speakers, especially if you're listening through something like that. But we'll have a look at some of the other bass presets. So we've got aggressive hardcore bass. I've just got that one. It's all loaded up yet. That may have worked well. Some aggressive punk bass. Classic punk bass. Classic vintage hairy bass. Clean studio bass. Some HM2 grind. Some heavy bass fuzz. And then some modern Kilminster grind bass. I don't like that one. In fact, while I'm here, I'm going to bang that one into my favourites, because you've got a favourite spot as well. So let me just put that back on. Just have it on the chorus flangey one. That's the one I had it on. You've got some cool bass tones in there, some very sort of overdriven, sort of really grindy tones, and then you've got some sort of dial back, just sort of clean bass tones. Anyway, let's plug a fiddle in and we'll go through some of these guitar tones. Got the Charvel out. I just thought, why not? Let's get the Charvel out. I'll go for a bit of a Maiden-esque feel. I know Adrian, he's with Jackson, so it's Jackson Charvel were a thing at the time. I'm absolutely really digging that sound. I think if I ever come up with some sort of idea for a Maiden X type riff, this is the one I will be going for. I promise I'm not just going to play Maiden riffs. Ha ha ha! Why not? We love a bit of Maiden. Let's have a bash at some of these others. I'm not going to go through everything. This is the US modern metal rhythm. Now, as you can hear, there is a slight difference in them. One's a bit more sort of got that sort of fizzy top end. This one's got a bit more. That's got a bit more low end. Blackened chainsaw rhythm. For all you HM2 chainsaw freaks out there, you're covered, which is, you would be. This is the Chuck one. I don't know any death risks, unfortunately. I like that one. That's got you into that sort of early Chuck vibe. Oh, what else have we got here? Some fuzzy hot rod rhythm. Hardcore Punishment. Just had to play that riff for that one. Have a couple more from this. Have a look what we got. Some sludge warhead rhythm. And Symphony of Extinction. So there's some of the rhythm ones. Let's have a look at the leads. So in that track, did have a bit of a harmony part going off there in the middle. And this, I just used the lead version of the Caught Somewhere in the Sea of Madness. I mean, you've got plenty of different leads to choose from. Have a look what we got here. Some chainsaw leads. Ah! Oh, some cult raw black metal. You get the idea. And let's have a bash through some of these cleans. This is a bright surf clean. British breakup. We've got a genetic metal clean. Yeah, that's got that sort of chorusy look into it there. Twin Pines Dream. Yeah, got that sort of, yeah, Twin Peaks, Twin Pines. And then we've got a Valve State Studio clean. Sounds it's gone out of tune a little bit. Have a look. Yes, there is an inbuilt tuner. So there you go, folks. That was TRVE Rig from Loudstakk. What do I think about this? Does it get the Evil Wizard seal of approval?
Or does it get a finger of doom?
Oh, for me, hell yes. It's definitely got that Evil Wizard seal of approval. Now, if you're somebody that's into your tweaking, which, yeah, every now and again I definitely am, this isn't going to be for you. But if you're somebody that wants to get some ideas down quick, and you've got an idea of the tone that you want, you say, I want a Maiden S tone, I want a sort of Chuck Schuldiner tone, I think there's a bit of a Def Leppard tone in there as well. You've got some modern US metal, you've got some doomy fuzzy tones. This is absolutely ideal for somebody. Rather you having to tweak about with, oh, I want this amp, or this amp's in with XYZ, IR, blah, blah, blah. You can do all that later if you wish, or just use this in a full production. I would definitely use this in a full production. Like I said, there's some sort of punky, hardcore stuff I'm working on at the minute that hardcore one might go well with. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. I'll leave a link to the Loudstakk website where you can grab hold of this from. As of today, this video is going out the day that this gets released. So, yes, I did get an advance copy. Thanks, Ron. You're a star. If you want to grab yourself some Evil Wizard merch,
there's a link to the merch store down in the description.
But that's all from me, folks.
And we'll catch you in the next one.
Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media, and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.